EA have accidentally leaked the Liverpool ratings in EAFC 24. During the deep dive of career mode in EAFC 24, they showed a snippet of a screenshot of Liverpool's squad. Typically, EA keep the ratings the same as previous years until the new game actually comes out. However, they have updated the player ratings already. But first, let's get into the players that have stayed the same. First of all, with Silvers, you've got Nat Phillips from a 73 staying at a 73 rated this year. He didn't play, so it is completely fair. And then the other Silver joined him, which personally I think Kelleher should be higher than 73 rated, but he didn't get enough game time this season to prove that, so yeah, you can't argue with it. The next player that stayed the same is Tsimikas. Again, I think it's just fair to say he's good cover, didn't get much game time other than cup games and a few rotation games, and he was nothing special, so yeah, 77 rated it is for him again. The next player is someone that I actually think deserved an upgrade, and that is Ibrahima Konate, staying at an 81 this year. Personally, I think he should have gone to an 82. He was injured, but at the same time, he showed why he's one of the best young defenders in the world. The next player that I think will, after this year, get an upgrade, definitely, is Darwin Núñez, staying at an 82 rated because, let's be honest, he didn't blow the Premier League up like we thought he would, but at the same time, he didn't have a bad season and genuinely was overhated. But I think this season he is going to cook. Just like Ibrahima Konate, another player that hasn't been upgraded, which I have no idea how, is Cody Gakpo, staying at an 83 rated. Okay, maybe you can argue the fact that an 83 rated is fair enough because he didn't do overly amazing in the Premier League. He did very well and I'm very impressed with him. But before he joined in January, he was lighting up the Eredivisie. He even got multiple Player of the Month cards, so how is he not being upgraded? Personally, he deserves at least an 84 or an 85 rated, but this year, for some reason, EA have decided to keep him at an 83. And then the final player that EA showed in the screenshot that has stayed the same is Luis Diaz, which you can't argue with it. He was injured for pretty much the whole season until he came back at the end of the season. Didn't really show anything great, but it was good to see him back because, yeah, he needed that string of games to get his performance back, and in pre-season, he looks mint. I nearly forgot, Alisson is actually the last player to stay the same in EAFC 24, which, how EA? He deserves a 90 rated card. He is the best, if not joint best goalkeeper, along with Courtois, in the world. Everyone can see that. But we hold our hands up and go, okay, 89 rated is still good, so yeah, he should still be 90 though. So that is all the players in the screenshot that have stayed the same, but next it is the upgrades. But the first one is Stefan Bajcetic. Okay, maybe you can't call it an upgrade, but I'm calling it an upgrade because he's not been in FIFA before. This will be his first card in the game, but the way I'm treating that, he weren't in the game, and he's been upgraded into the game to a 72 rated card. I think he deserves a bit more, but I can understand where EA are coming from. So I'm hoping this season he gets more game time considering we've sold Fabinho now, and I don't know if we're going to get Lavia or a DM. So yeah, he looks like he's going to play a big part next season after his injury, and he's going to get boosted up to a gold card hopefully for EAFC 25. The next upgrade is someone who had a very good back end of the season, and that is Curtis Jones. Finally showing some form of what we've wanted for a few years now, and hopefully he can bring that into next season. But he's only got that +1 upgrade, which I think is pretty fair because he done it for what, a month and a half? He didn't do it for the whole season, and he was injured here or there. So yeah, a 76 to a 77 is very good. And then there's two more, and they're both new signings. With the first one being McAllister, going from a 76 rated all the way up to an 81. A +5 for basically his first season and going into that Liverpool shirt, which he won the World Cup. He was immense for Brighton, and hopefully he can bring that form into the Liverpool squad this season. But yeah, he thoroughly deserves an 81 rated card, so there's no argument against that. And then the final card, another new player, and hopefully another one to watch with McAllister, and that is Szoboszlai. This year he was a 79 rated, and he's been boosted by a +3 to an 82 rated, which again, I think is pretty fair. A lot of RB Leipzig fans say that he is one of the best young midfielders in the world, and even the Hungarian people I've spoke to have big things for Szoboszlai. Hold up, I know I said that Szoboszlai was the last one, but yeah, I lied. I completely forgot about Harvey Elliott. After years, he is finally getting a gold card in FIFA, which I think deserved maybe last season or the season before, at least a 75, but he has actually gone up quite a few ratings. So last year, he was a 73 rated silver card. Now it looks like he is a 77 rated gold. So yeah, I'm happy that he's finally getting a gold card. 77 rated is pretty fair, and that is now officially the end of the upgrades. So you know what that means? Downgrade time. So the first player to get downgraded is Adrian, going from a 72 to a 71. I don't really think anyone cares or can dispute that, because I don't even think he played a game. Maybe one. I don't know. But yeah, he's pretty much going to the end of his career. He's third choice for Liverpool, so yeah, pretty pointless being 72 rated. Then you've got a player that thoroughly deserves this downgrade. It's painful, but at the same time, every Liverpool fan can hold their hands up, and let's say Joe Gomez did not have the best season. He was an 81 rated card last year after a phenomenal season, but I think every Liverpool fan has come to the realisation that that was a fluke season and he really isn't as good as we think. So it's fair enough, EA have given him a -2, which I actually think I put him down to a 79 rated in my Liverpool predictions. The next downgrade again comes to someone that deserves it, and that is Joel Matip. I don't think he deserves this big of a downgrade, but he has gone from an 84 all the way down to an 80. I do think that's a little harsh, considering when he did play last season, he wasn't really bad. He was pretty average. A -4 is quite big. But at the same time, if you've watched Liverpool this pre-season, Gomez and Matip have been pretty much the cause of most of our goals conceded. And we as Liverpool fans have realised that Gomez and Matip are not good enough for backup centre-back depth. The next player that got downgraded, which I'm a bit umming and ahhing about, is Diogo Jota, going from an 85 to an 84. Personally, I think, yeah, okay, maybe he should be an 84, but again, he got injured, so is that really his fault? Luis Diaz stayed at an 84, and especially at the back end of last season, Jota came in and was phenomenal. So I do think a -1 is a little bit harsh, but I'm not too mad about it, so yeah, fair enough. Another player that is starting to decline is Andy Robertson. It's a sad thing to see, but this new system we're playing is just not fitted around him. So he's been downgraded from an 87 to an 86, which is very fair. He could have even gone down to an 85, but maybe that's a little too harsh. So a -1, no argument about it. And then the final downgrade is our new captain, Virgil van Dijk. I'm pretty sure in my Liverpool predictions I've nailed this spot on. He's gone from a 90 rated to an 88. It was pretty much a season to forget for all Liverpool players. Virgil just was not at his best. He had a very good season last season. This season he got caught out so many times and deservedly is getting that downgrade. Hopefully this season he can come back stronger, especially now wearing the armband, and push him back up to be the best centre-back in the world. But that has been it for Liverpool's official EAFC 24 ratings. Here is a screenshot on screen so you can actually see it for yourself. But yeah, just from the top of my head, Salah, Trent, Thiago aren't included in here. And honestly, we don't know if these are the actual official ratings from EAFC 24, but it's a bit weird for EA to change them, and most of them are actually understandable, so surely they are the real ratings. But if you have enjoyed, EA have released more ratings for some other Premier League clubs, so make sure to stick around and yeah, watch them videos. But other than that, have a good rest of your day, like, subscribe, and peace.